Welcome to Infinity Evolved on the FTOG server. I'm feeling a little backward on where I am. So I thought in this episode I might actually go down a different path and do another community project. This one, however, for a little bit of fun. So I've picked out a new area here. It's quite a large area and it's not too far from spawn. And hopefully we can set up something which will be really quite a bit of fun for the people on the server. But not something I've actually seen people do before. What I was thinking of doing was setting up a modern mini game, and then we could challenge some of the other players on the server to see how well they can go on it. So let's get started. Okay, so I've gone ahead and I've laid out the first part of the puzzle. I'm not entirely sure which order this is going to go in, but the first part I was thinking would be a maze type thing. Now I'm thinking multiplayer, along the styles of Portal, the Portal multiplayer, where you've got to have one player stand on a button to release a section, and then another player can go for a gap. Currently, of course, I haven't planned out a lot of it. I've just placed down what I'm thinking, and then I'm going to come along and put the rest on. So what I'm going to do now, though, is I'll jump to a time lapse of me actually building this up a bit higher, and come back when that's done.
Open the door! Ah! God. You look good. Looking good, actually. Are you okay? Are you... Don't answer that. I'm actually sure you're fine. Most test subjects do experience some cognitive deterioration after a few months in suspension. Now, you've been under for quite a lot longer, and it's not out of the question that you might have a very minor case of serious brain damage.
Okay, so as you can see, I've completed the I've changed the maze around so it's now on purple fantasy rocks. I've added in some enlightened clear glass to give it a little bit of a glow. Enlightened clear glass is not terribly difficult to make. It's just 4 glowstone dust and sand into an alloy smelter, and that'll give you actually a bit of glass, which will be resistant to, well, so not resistant, it'll give off quite a bit of light. So in this case, if we go down into here, well, actually, let's turn on F7, so you can see that there's quite a bit of light. Mobs can spawn during the night time, but if we go into here, where you would think it would be completely pitch black, well, not quite because you've got the roof, is not a single bit of location for spawn, and that'll hopefully they keep this safe for mobs as well as making it really easy to actually play the game. Now I say that, and you probably noticed that at the end of that clip there, I got attacked by what looked to be a flying zombie. I watched it back after it happened and thought, what happened there? And what actually happened was over here, I've since learnt my mistake, the zombie spawned over here, and just as I came up to finish up the recording, it actually could jump up. There's a piece of dirt here. It jumped up onto here. The glass wasn't here at the time either. And walked in, came over here, attacked me a couple of times, and by the time I got to respond, it had pushed me over the edge, over into here, and of course it was down to half a heart and died. So what I'm going to do now though is I'm going to head back to our main base, and I'll meet you there. Okay, so we're back here. Now, there's a couple of things I want to make before we go too far. One of them is I want to make up a drawbridge, which you've possibly seen in the past on people's channels. And all I'm doing here is I'm making it into a door. There are, of course, other alternatives for doors, but for the type of door I'm trying to do here, I thought a drawbridge would work really well because it's got to push 2 up. I could have done it with a piston, but of course that would only do 1 block. So to make a drawbridge, however, you just need to have some aluminium brass, which is just making a combination of copper and aluminium, and pouring into a casting table by itself, which is not too difficult to do. You need some bronze ingots, redstone, and a dispenser. So that pattern hasn't changed any, so let's go ahead and make this fix. So very strong, run to 3, oops, and 3 sticks, and that gives us a bow. We need some redstone, and might grab a stack of redstone. I won't grab a stack because we don't quite have a stack there. I'll get half of that. And that's maybe lost track of what I wanted. Cobblestone. Grab it. We'll just do 60 of those. We need to get some bronze and some aluminium. Now I don't think I've got any aluminium on me, aluminium brass. So it's copper and aluminium. So copper. What's our mix on that? Ooh, that was not what I expected. Lots of copper, very little tin. Probably don't need 60 of it. Let's go 30 and 10. We will go 10. Redstone, copper, tin. we'll stick that over into here, which I think I've got. Yep, there's the bronze. So we'll turn that off so it takes it out. Hopefully it can find somewhere to put it. And we will stick the copper, which is there, and turn it underneath it. And turn that back on. Did it find somewhere? Looks like it did. That's bronze there, cool. Hopefully that empties by the time the smeltery finishes that lot. Need to top some lava up on that soon. Is it finished? Not quite. So then we need to make making the aluminium brass. So to make the blank cast, you can either use gold or aluminium brass. Obviously, gold's a slightly cheaper or slightly easier recipe to get, whereas the aluminium brass is slightly cheaper, but does take a little bit more extra effort. What's going on here? I need to do that. So we're just waiting for this to mix up. So the tin's already finished. We're just waiting on the copper. Oh, just. So it looks like we got bronze. Yep, heaps. Where's the brass? Did I just put? Okay, I put tin in there, not aluminium. Aluminium is what tells me to go in there. So let's try it again. Bronze. No. Copper. That wasn't clever, but okay. These things happen. And aluminium. So I'm just going to go grab some lava, because I'm out of lava, and I'll be back in a second. Okay, so there's aluminium brass. We'll turn that back on so that it takes it out. Okay, yes. Okay, it looks like it's going to put it on here. Just wait for this to go to empty. Okay. So we'll just take that out for now. So we'll take it up here. We need 2. We need to make. Oh. We need to make 2 of these. So that's 1. And 2, and then we'll take that back off for a second. Take that out. In fact, we won't do that there because I guarantee that I'll do it wrong. Stick that down here instead. Because we also need to make I'll put that on there, throw it into there. And that should make us a blank cast. Awesome. Take it off there. Right. Blank cast. Where'd it go? It's fine. So we need one of those, but I'll find a use for the other one. Put that into here. Now, if we were to make, did we make? Turn that and that, and those and that. We got our sticks, our string. Where'd the redstone go? Did I request redstone? I'm holding redstone. So, I should be able to go into here and make a dispenser. Nope, why not? I don't think I picked up the cobble. Cobble. Make the dispenser. No. No, make the bow first, don't we? We make the bow first. One bow. Then a dispenser. Well, it just doesn't stack. I don't know why NEI does that. If it doesn't stack, it doesn't give it to you. One of those. And then we should be able to make one of those. It's just a drawbridge. Now, what you can do with drawbridge, and I'll just put that this down here for now. I don't actually want it facing that way, can I? No. Take that out. Because it's facing the wrong way. You see a little dot facing towards me at the moment. That's where the blocks will come out. Now, since they're using this as a door, we actually want the blocks to come upwards. So we want it to look like that. Inside the interface, you can make it look like another block. And you can also make it have a stack. There is a maximum of how many you can do. For example, you can put 3 in there, and it has a small inventory. The advanced one, which is just another blank cast surrounded by that, allows you to have a pattern. So you could say have a piece of glass, and you could have a piece of dirt, then you could have something else or whatever in any configuration. The arrows here indicate which direction that the block should be facing when it comes out. So in this case for dirt it doesn't really matter, but if you had a block that had a certain face, like you were using Ender ally smelters, you may want them to all come out facing towards you, in which case you'd select the direction that's towards you, and that way they all come out in that direction. Now if we were to get a lever, and we just stick that on there, you'll see that when it's applied a redstone signal, it'll take the block in and out. So this is what we're going to use as our door. So the next thing we want to do is we'll break this guy. Wait for the server to catch up. We also want to make some, and I don't think I got pressure plates. Oh, look at that. Weighted, no, I just want standard pressure plates. Which I think are just stone. I think we've got a bit of stone in here. We'll just take 2 out for now. Open up inventory, 1, 2, makes a pressure plate. And we will also need, and this stuff is really cool compared to the vanilla stuff. It's called alloy wire. Really simple to make. You need 3 of them. So we actually need, oh, okay, I got plenty of that. So we need 8 redstone and 1 iron ingot per compound. And we need 3 of those. So I need a whole bunch more redstone, I think. And it's not this stuff. Don't get it confused. I've done that a couple of times. Doesn't work well. Pretty much deplete our redstone for now. I can get some more later on. There's the redstone. Still waiting on the iron. Oh, where is that iron there? That's enough iron. So we place that in the middle. Surround it with that there. Like that. It gives us 1 compound, 2 compound, 3 compound. We then go up stairs to here. Put that into furnace mode. Back into alloys. Take that out, and then we go back down again. Place it under here. 1, 2, 3, and it makes you 12 of the wire. Now the cool thing about the wire is, I should have left this out before, is it works much like vanilla redstone. So if we put a couple on there, except for you can place it where you want it. So we could do that, for example. Did I get rid of that lever? Nope, still on me. So then, of course, we can just go into here, place the lever down. Works like standard redstone. And it has a much longer strength. I think with standard redstone, you get 15 blocks and you get a repeater. This thing can go forever. I don't think I've ever hit the limit on it. I know there is a limit, but I don't think I've ever hit the limit. There are various different types of it as well. But of course, for what we're wanting at the moment, it's really good. Break it again. So what I'll do now is I'll head off to the back to the maze, and I'll show you what I'm going to do with these. Okay, so back here again. Now I'm going to place that one there, and then yeah, that's right. I want to go down here. Oh no, over here, a little maintenance area, and don't entirely know where that actually is. It's not helpful. It's always mark them up before we place them down. So let's just dig there. Okay. So in order for it to pick up the signal, it has to go underneath it, because it's going to pick it up off that block. We then run it down here. As you can see, I've semi-prepared down here already. And of course, you can run it along the top, which is much better than redstone, which has to go on the ground. And what I want to do is probably about here. Make a hole, and let's jump here. It should be in the middle of the maze. Yes, it is. Place that there. Now, as I said, I could hide it away, but we're just going to make it so that it's... Oh, that keeps it in inventory too. Place in our purple fantasy block, just like that. And that should make it the same height as the walls. We'll head back out here again. Didn't know the old way there. And then, of course, we need to negate the signal, which I didn't bring any redstone torches with me. But that's alright. I can craft them. Okay, so there's a redstone torch, and we'll stick that probably... we need to negate it, so that the signal... I don't know if I planned this out quite as well as I should have. Let's place that there. You can hear that triggers it. We'll place this guy along here. And of course, you need to, once again, you need to give the block the signal by putting it there. And now, if we head back out here again, and we'll just stick, hopefully if we stick lever there, it'll still go for the block. No. Okay. We'll just stick it there for now. So as you can see, it runs the, enables the thing, the cabling, and if we go into here, you should now see that the drawbridge is off, or down. If we go down here and just trigger it off, you'll now see that it is on. So the theory being that when you come into here, you'll just be wandering around, trying to find where you're going, coming into dead ends. Somewhere around here there must be an exit. And of course, if your partner, who is standing up there and should be able to see you, they will trigger that so that when you come up to it, it just goes down and you can go into it. But as you can see, when you're walking past it, it's not obvious at all where it is. But if we go out of here, and we'll just go trigger our other player detector. Now if we do this, of course, you come into here. So you come in this door here, and you walk along here. Oh, there's the exit. There it is there. That might actually be a reason to hide it. So, and of course, if you stand here, you can see that goes down, hop off it, and it'll trigger. It does have a little bit of delay because it's a pressure plate, but of course it will go down and it will go up. So that's, oops, it's not good in here. So that's what I'm planning on doing there. So we could probably put that back on there just to give it completeness, like that. And as I said, you stand on here, does that, hop off it, it does that. So I think that pretty much completes phase 1 of the maze. I'm just going to do some more randomizing in here, just as I said, so it's not, doesn't look the same as what's currently here, or if it does look the same, it's a bit more. I'm going to take out some walls and put some walls in, and maybe put some more of the pressure plates in. And I'm not going to show that on video. I'll let you go watch my other video who actually takes part in it to see how it goes. Which won't be for another couple of episodes, hopefully, because I haven't quite finished. I haven't got the other parts. It's only one part of the whole challenge. So, I think I'll call the episode here. This is not quite finished. There are a few extra things I have to do. And in the next episode, I'll probably add in a few more challenges that will go either before or after this maze piece. Just to encourage that portal idea. Of course, it's Portal without the portals, but it's more of a puzzle, co-op puzzle. But for now, I think what we've got is pretty good. If you've enjoyed the episode or found anything of use, please do hit that like button. If you're new to the channel or you're watching this on a different service besides standard YouTube, please do hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to go check out the other YouTubers on the FTOG server. Hopefully in a couple of episodes there'll be some collabs going on with this little environment that we're setting up here. If you've got any questions or comments or suggestions for other collaborative mini games that could be made, please do a comment down below and we'll see if we can implement them. But otherwise, have a great day and see ya!
Most test subjects do experience some cognitive deterioration after a few months in suspension. Now, you've been under for quite a lot longer, and it's not out of the question that you might have a very minor case of serious brain damage.
Perfect. It can be solved.